This week on Losers of Initiative, you need to roll a d20, and you do not, under any circumstance, want to roll a 1.
Okay. For podcast purposes, please roll a 1.
Oh, no. He rolled a 1. Oh, no. We have a 1 on the table, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so we are about to make some poison saving throws to see who dies and who doesn't.
Woohoo!
Yeah, so Ovac, you were hit twice, and Grug, you were hit once. So I'm going to need modified poison saves. So Ovac, you actually have to make a poison save with a 1 penalty.
Okay.
So what is your saving throw versus poison?
With the -1, it would be 3.
Right, so you have to roll a 3 or higher
I hope to God.
on a 20-sided die.
17.
17 is definitely higher than 3. Grug, just straight up save, which is what?
Straight up save is a 2.
2 or higher. So don't roll a 1, and you're fine.
A 3.
He rolled a 3.
Whew. Whew, Grug not feel so good.
I'm really glad that I didn't have to do that.
Yeah, their saving throws are 2, and Zorosi's saving throw is
10.
10.
Yowza.
That's a 50-50.
Okay.
All right, so it looks like the poison was, yeah, it hurt a little bit, but you're better. You got better from that. That's okay. You're okay. You're feeling all right. So you're standing in a room, and remember, the bars fell down, clang, clang, and it closed off the way you came in, but opened up an area to the south, that big 20-foot wide passageway that was leading south from the room. Also, there were some piles of loose gems over on the western edge of this room.
I think I should heal myself before I try and touch more poison gems.
Grug 2?
How you feeling? Are you feeling all right?
Grug feels about
a quarter?
Don't do the percent. Just give me a number out of a number.
About a quarter down. He thinks. He doesn't know. I'm at 91 of 133.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah, no, I don't need it, but I wouldn't mind it.
That's 42 hit points.
Okay, so I'm going to use my pendant to cure Sirius.
Okay, your pendant of Moradin, given by your Holy Order of Moradin. And so you're going to do a cure Sirius.
Yep.
Or a cure critical.
Ooh, critical.
So the big one. That one you've got twice. You can do twice a day. Is that correct?
Yep.
All right. And you could actually double on somebody on that one, unlike the Cure Sirius, which everybody gets a freebie once a day. So that's 3d8 plus 7. But if your result is higher than 27, it caps at 27. Your result is not going to be higher than 27. 15. So you went from 8 to 23. With a cure critical.
Yeah, that's garbage.
That was a critical failure. Pun on that one. There we go.
Better use your other one then.
Fine. Come on. There we go. There we go. And there we
25.
go.
25. Much better.
So then what's cure critical?
That's a 5th level.
5th level. All right. I'm going to use one of those on Grug.
Okay. 17 total. 17 hit points. Okay, so you're in it. This room is very large and pretty empty, except for opening in the middle of the southern wall, pile of random gems, not filling up the entire western wall. 50-foot long wall full of gems. Not quite. Just a few little piles over there, reflecting the torchlight.
Well, I say that we either collect some of these gems or move on down the path. You guys said that you'd rather wait to grab the gems on the way back.
Grug think now there is no way back.
So grab the gems now?
Can you detect magic on them to see if they're cursed or anything like that? Because I just don't want to grab a bunch of gems and be cursed forever.
He also has, you have find traps for, like, mundane stuff if it's not magical.
Grug likes shinies.
Yeah, I like the idea of checking for traps. And then if, depending on what I find there, there's a chance that Grug could just know if they're magic.
Also true.
All right, so you're going to go investigate the pile of gems. Zerosi, you're going to peruse for traps before you dive in, or send Grug to dive in.
Yep.
Scrooge McDuck style.
Ooh, yeah.
Actually, there's not that many. Damn it. You go, ka-tonk! Ow, my head! All right, so what is your find traps percentage there, Zero?
Find remove traps is 80.
Okay, you're pretty sure that there are no traps on these gems here.
Do clerics also get the ability to detect magic? I forget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, do?
You've probably got a lot more spells left than I do.
All right, fine. I'll cast Detect Magic.
Checking it out. Doodly 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 doo. And yeah, it's not magic. Zerosi, I want you to roll a d20 for me, sir.
8.
You check for traps and didn't find any. Ovac goes over and does some chanting and kind of looks, and he's prayed to Moradin to detect magic. Both Ovac and Zerosi, about the same time and for different reasons, discover that the gems are actually fake. Ovac, because you used Moradin's detect magic and guidance, and you're a dwarf and gems, and you're like, wait a minute, these are not only not magic, they're not even gems, they're just like colored glass shards and stuff. And Zerosi, being a procurer of the finer things, you realize that, these are valueless pieces of painted glass.
This room is far too big. Maybe there is some secret passageways that the thief could find?
I suppose I can check.
All right, so, there's the big 20-foot wide exit in the south. There's also, the way you came in from the northeast corner, is bars have fallen and are now blocking. It's got like, jail cell bars kind of thing blocking the passageway. And then, the rest of the room seems rather bare for the size of it. So Zerosi's going to do a run around, checking the walls for any secret passages or secret doors, hidden doors, etc.
Sounds good.
So why don't you roll a d6? Oh, dang!
2.
Okay, so Zerosi, you actually do. It's not a very well hidden door, but it is. You find a secret door in the southeast corner. Okay, on the south wall, and the reason you find it is because there are like little peepholes in the wall. So like on the other side, there's a spot for someone if they could look through these holes and see into this room, or vice versa, except for the fact that it's dark on the other side of there and it's torch lit in here. So you do notice that the peepholes, the eye holes, are man height, like where a human's eyes would be, or a tall elf. So,
Or a small grug.
so you're like, how odd. So you look up and you also see that there are giant level peepholes as well.
Okay. I want to continue. I'm going to point that out, but I want to continue seeing if there's any others like that around.
Okay, so go ahead and do another roll.
1.
What? Yeah, you don't find anything else. So after a thorough search of the room, really you just find the concealed door with the peepholes in it, but it's going to require someone of great strength.
Oh, I got that.
Yeah, Zerosi's the strongest guy we know.
Yeah. It's Grug and Ovac with hill giant strength.
Literally.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'll let them open the door.
Okay.
Grog, I feel like you could open this door by yourself.
Grug, give it a try. Don't you want me to
Okay,
roll?
so you don't want to go through the passage to the south? The big open 20-foot wide passage? You're going to go through this door here? The secret door? I guess that's kind
I'm
of...
pretty sure that's where the Manticores were caged up before this, but we could still just see what else is there if we wanted to, but...
Does Zerosi want to run ahead and check
Sure.
anything interesting there and come back? Zerosi scout good.
Yeah, just I'll go ahead and see what's down there.
So you go through that, and sure enough, it opens up into another room. And you also notice as you're going down that 20-foot wide passage, it only goes for about 20 feet, 10 or 15, 20 feet worth of hallway there, that passage length. And toward the end of it, in the ceiling, you see that there are holes where a portcullis or a system of bars would fall down, apparently where it lifted up to release these manticores. And on the other side, opens up into a room where you find the manticores obviously were living, because it smells like manticore poops, and there's piles of hay and straw and several bones scattered about. And there is a very small, as far as giants go, it's a regular-sized opening in the eastern wall, leading to an offshoot room. Too small for the manticores to fit through, but big enough to where a giant could fit through if he kind of squeezed.
But clearly not designed for
It's
giants.
designed to keep the manticores out, but still big enough for a giant to squeak his way in.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably where I want to go.
Okay, so you head on in there. Inside, it looks like a storage area. There are 7 chests, several boxes, and barrels.
Okay, I'm going to start with the chests, and I'll go down the road, like checking for traps and seeing if I can open them. And
Okay, as the camera spins and plays diddly diddly, it goes back to Ovak and Grug, and they're just kind of like looking at their watches, kind of standing against.
Grug know how to read a watch.
Should we?
Well, I said you were looking at it. You don't know.
Is this true? Okay.
It's a Mickey Mouse watch. He just he likes looking at it because Mickey Mouse.
Yep.
now remember, if we've been traveling together for a decent amount of time, it's not uncommon for me to just not come right back when you guys send me off.
So maybe while we wait for Zerosi to come back, we start breaking this wall or trying to find this secret door opening.
Grug thinks he lift Ovak up so he can see through peephole.
I am impressed. You remembered that I can see in the dark. Good job, friend.
All right, so I'm gonna lift Ovak up.
Okay, I'm gonna cut my eyes over.
Right.
Block the light.
Yeah. So looking through that, you see that it's obviously some sort of secret room. Looking through, you see that it is a hallway. Actually, that the holes you're looking through are kind of at the end of one end of the hallway, but not at the end, sort of at the side of the end of the hallway.
Okay.
At the end of the hallway you're looking in, right by you, there are actually 4 levers sticking out of the wall. And then the hallway goes off in the other direction, because like I said, you're at the end, but kind of looking at the side of the end. It goes off in the other direction. You can't see where it goes because you can't get a good angle.
Okay. So I feel like if we want to get out of here, like the way we came, we kind of have to get through here, and then there's some levers that'll probably lower the bars.
Grug opened door to play with levers?
Or raise the bars, however they came down, I guess. But yeah, smash your way through.
Grug's gonna attempt to open the door.
Okay. So, Grug, you open the door. It's actually pretty easy for a 19 strength to open it.
Piece of cake.
And we're going to go back to Zerosi. All right, so there are 7 chests and several boxes and barrels.
So I'm going to start with the first one and check it for traps, see if it's locked.
It is neither locked nor trapped.
I'm going to go ahead and open it up.
Okay, it is literally full of copper pieces, like pennies.
Okay, gonna move to the next chest.
Okay, it is neither locked nor trapped.
Open it up.
Okay, inside it is full of silver, like nickels or dimes, actually.
And the next chest, same process.
Okay, what is your find and remove traps?
80.
Okay, it is neither locked nor trapped.
I'm gonna open it up.
Okay, so a scything blade falls and swings from the ceiling. You need to roll a d20, and you do not, under any circumstance, want to roll a 1.
Okay.
For podcast purposes, please roll a 1.
Oh no! He rolled a 1!
Oh no. We have a 1 on the table, ladies and gentlemen.
And he's gone for a long time, the party's used to.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so Zerosi rolled a 1. So the scything blade comes down, smashes you right in the upper chest area. Since you're an elf, you're a little shorter than a human. It's made for a human trap. So it just smashes you in your chest, completely just crushing your chest. So because you're elven chainmail, it prevents you from getting cut in half at the shoulders, basically. But yeah, it smashes into you, sending you flying across the room and against the wall, and you just fall to a heap on the floor, dead as dead can be, as a dead elf can be. All right, so back to Ovak and Grug. That actually makes quite a bit of noise, just because it is a smashing sound. And he's, I guess if you do kind of how far away is he? He's around 2 corners, but the total is about 100 feet away through a quiet cave. So you do hear a smashing noise and a muffled Zerosi, maybe not muffled, but a high-pitched Zerosi scream. Which you've come through the years to definitely recognize is his something's not okay scream, and then silence.
Huh? Grug wonder what that was.
I think we should go check on Zerosi. He doesn't normally make that sound.
Grug agree.
Okay, so we go running over.
Yeah, sensing urgency, because that was definitely his urgency noise. You come around and you look into the dark. It's dark. So Grug's like, oh, can't see.
Oh, Grug, look for Ovak. Grug's gonna put his hand on Ovak's shoulder.
All right, so you go in and you see Ovak. You see a slowly coming to a stop in a pendulum motion, swinging blade above a bunch of chests. A couple of the chests have been opened, and against the opposite wall from the chests, Zerosi lying there with blood coming out of his mouth and ears, and you notice that his entire chest has just been smashed in.
Okay, so instantly I'm gonna bring up my hammer and I'm just gonna whisper a little command, and it's gonna light up the room.
Okay. Hey.
We need to save him, Neil.
Duh.
Come quickly, Grug. We need to get the elixir of life that he is carrying.
Grug, start looking. What does it look like?
I do not know. It's like purple?
He just starts rolling Zerosi around, digging in his bags.
Stuff. Clumpy, dead, broken Zerosi. You notice that like his top half, his arms and shoulders and head part are kind of... They're not completely separated, but they're definitely... His back is broken enough where they're moving independently of the lower part of his torso.
Grug, look. Hang on, Zerosi. And he's like digging around till he finds a vial that he thinks would be the elixir of life.
Okay.
Grug asks Ovak, now what?
I don't know what it actually looks like. That's kind of like a periwinkle in my opinion. But just pour it down his gullet, I guess.
Pop the topper off of it.
Okay.
And then Grug's gonna... Because it's Grug, and Zerosi's this small, little, innocent elf. He's going to kind of hold his head very slightly and just pour like a little bit at a time, as if not to choke him, like a baby. Just a little bit at a time, like putting a bottle into a baby's mouth. Grug say you be okay, Zerosi.
That is a good job, Grug. Very delicate.
Grug, be gentle.
Okay, so the entire process for an elf. Now, the reason you have to do this for an elf is because elves, you cannot cast Raise Dead on an elf. The Raise Dead spell that Ovak does have only works on humans, dwarves, halflings, gnomes. It doesn't work on the elven race. So Zerosi, long ago, had acquired an elixir of life, which is a special potion that when forced down the gullet of a deceased elf within a short time of their passing, brings them back to life. It does take a little while for it to work, and it's sort of like in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade when he poured the water from the Holy Grail onto his father's wound, and it kind of looks like they poured hydrogen peroxide on there, and it just kind of foamed up and healed up. It's kind of like that, but from the inside out. So, like, the the death blow to Zerosi just starts to kind of mend itself, and it's pulling him back together, even though he's still obviously dead. That's the beat. That's how you know it's beginning to work. Hey!
Hooray!
So the whole process, it takes about 10 minutes for him to come back to life, and from experience, because this is not actually the first time that he's died. That's why you knew to look for the elixir. But from experience that for the next hour or two, he's going to be really, really confused, have trouble remembering things, what's going on. He's going to be not super useful to the party for a few hours, and then it'll start coming back to him pretty quickly after that. But he is going to only have 1 hit point when he comes back, so he is going to need some healing.
Now, if I use heal...
Now, the heal spell, the high-level, 6th-level cleric spell called Heal, immediately removes any sort of mental disablement like he would be going through.
Gotcha.
As well as restores all but D4 of his hit points.
Okay. So, yeah,
It'd be worth it.
I'm going to heal.
Okay, so you have to wait about 10 minutes or so.
Okay.
So what do you want to do in that 10 minutes? There are 5 unopened chests. The first one has a swinging blade above it.
Do you want to maybe try to open the wrist? Or do...
Grug curious what's in the chest. He's going to go open the first one that's unopened.
The one with the swinging blade above it?
He's going to push the blade to the side a little bit with the Zerosi blood all over it.
All right. Inside, there is a collection of potions arrayed in a little case there inside the chest. So, you open the chest, and there's a little holding rack that's full of potions. There are 8 potions. They all have some weird symbol on it since you don't know how to read.
I will say, I was going to say when you were deciding what to do, at least with that very first one, I 100% found traps there. That one's dealt with.
Yeah. You be quiet, you're dead. Ovak, Grug know how to read. Come look.
I do not feel comfortable leaving Zerosi behind.
Okay.
Rosie's literally 10 feet away.
But I might spring a trap and then I'm dead. And then everyone's dead except for Grug.
And there's a lot of dying going on.
All right.
If anything, bring the potions over towards us. Just
Grug,
in case another trap. Maybe a fireball trap.
Okay.
Destroys
sure,
all the potions.
Ovak cuddles Zerosi. Grug check. Yeah, I'm gonna check the next chest. What does it look like? A chest?
All right, so going through all the chests, are you just going to open them all one by one?
Yeah, might as well.
Through. Okay, so that chest had the potions. The next chest has several large copper ingots. The 5th chest overall, the 5th chest is empty. The 6th chest has 11 ivory tusks. And the 7th chest is full of tiny little gems, smaller than a dice.
Grug, not sure of any of this.
Grug, I told you, I cannot leave Zerosi.
Perhaps we wait for Zerosi.
Maybe you call out what you found?
Grug see lots of small shinies. Grug see weird color bottles. Grug see elephant horns. Grug see brown metal sticks. Grug see many penny. Grug see many silver penny.
That all sounds useless. I don't know. Just bring me the
How heavy are the chests?
The copper chest, the chest with all the copper and the chest with all the silver in it are just going to be hundreds of pounds. You're talking
could I compile them kind of together and just drag a chest over?
Well, you could drag any single one of these chests. Drag? Yeah, you have a 19 strength.
Okay.
But lifting and carrying the first 2, the copper and the silver chest, that's out of the question.
Right.
Just bring me the colorful liquids.
Grug, okay. And then I'm gonna drag the chest with all the potions in it, just drag it all the way over right next to Zerosi and Ovak, so Ovak can take a look at it.
Okay. That chest is actually, it's giving you resistance. It's not moving. When you try to move it, it's like, ugh!
Dang.
It's like it's connected to the floor.
Grog, I told you to bring the colorful liquids over to me so I can examine them.
Grog trying.
I thought you
One
were
sec.
strong.
Okay, so now I need you to make a percentage roll.
Cool.
How's a 91 sit with you?
Okay, you actually, you're pulling on the chest, and it goes, "Kaprinch crack!" And you actually pull the handle and the side of the chest that the handle is connected to off. So you're holding part of the chest in your hand, like the side of the chest with the handle on it is in your hand.
It's a new shield.
Grog say.
And the rest of the chest is still there.
Grog say, uh-oh.
What did you do? That did not sound healthy.
Grog did nothing. Grog, bring chest now. Can he, grab it by, like, the front and back side and then still try and pull it? Or
Yeah, sure.
is there enough space underneath it for me to get my hand underneath
No,
the
it's
chest?
on the, it's like all the way
Completely
on the
down,
floor.
yeah.
Yep.
So, can I pick up just the rack thing on the inside of the chest and take that over?
Yes.
That would have been a good first move.
It just didn't hit you till you broke the chest.
yeah.
All right.
Here, Grog, come.
So you're holding the rack with the 8 potions and kind of a little display.
And I kind of want to act like I'm a waiter with it. You know what I mean? Like I'm going to kind of,
Because you think you're being cool.
yeah, like hold it on one hand and kind of like meander over to Ovak. I might even make a little Grug say, "Here are your drinks, sir." You know.
So, yeah, Grug comes over, and you're, like, looking at him. You kind of, like, look up to see him coming over carrying the potions. And it is blatantly obvious that the labels on those are poison.
Okay.
And he's like, "Here are your drinks."
Nice.
That is a very good job, Grog. I appreciate the work that you have done to carry them over here.
Grug thinks Erosi thirsty.
No, that is blatantly wrong information. Do not give them to him. Can you bring me the horns that you found?
Grug say, "Right away, sir." Runs over there. He's all excited that he gets to help out and be useful.
All right.
And then I'm going to attempt to drag that chest over.
Piece of cake. It is dragging over very easily.
Okay, so I drag it over to him.
Okay. What kind of horns
There
are these?
are ivory tusks from an animal that has ivory tusks.
Are they valuable? Do I know?
Yes,
Okay.
quite.
Okay. How heavy are they? Like, can we carry?
11 of them?
Yeah.
Nah.
Grug sees Erosi magic bag. Maybe they fit in there.
I do not feel comfortable penetrating his bag without consent.
Grug does. Grug's just going to start just jamming the tusks in there.
All right.
Just jamming them.
PG.
So,
Wrong bag.
and the problem is if you grab that bag and you start pushing them, you're gonna notice that they're not going in, and there's nothing in the bag.
Oh, damn it. Grug thinks Rosie's bag's full.
But you can see that it's not.
Grug now confused.
Okay, now can you please bring over the metal brown sticks?
Grug can.
Perfect, thank you.
Runs over, drags the chest.
Okay, this one's pretty heavy, but it drags too. Okay, 27 copper ingots.
I feel like this is a very good find on your end, but I don't think we can use these.
Grug think we have pretty good use, and he's gonna dump them out and start placing them in like 2 stick figures that are happy to be hanging out in a cave. See, Grug make picture.
As soon as I see what he's doing,
Barbarian cave art on the ground
yeah.
with copper ingots.
as soon as I see what he's doing, I'm just gonna be like, we do have some time to kill, so just have at it. Just do whatever.
About the time he's finishing up, you hear Zerosi kind of come back to life with a sudden gasp of air, and a groggy look comes over his face as he slowly opens his eyes.
You hear Grug in the background. Oh no, what are we doing in this cave? Grug don't know what's in this cave. He's playing with his ingots.
And then before Zerosi can do anything, because he's gonna be confused, I'm just gonna heal spell on him.
Whoa, that was quite the ride.
You've never had heal cast on you before.
I feel great. I feel great.
So, yeah, you're not even groggy, man. You're like, woohoo, ready to go.
Immediately when Zerosi wakes up, Grug's gonna kind of tap him on the shoulder. Grug, open chest. Grug find cool things.
I guess I feel great. Let's see what you found.
And Grug's going to walk over there with him because he's pretty damn excited.
So Grug has arranged these 27 copper ingot bars on the ground in 2 stick figures.
This one, Grug. This one, Zerosi.
Thanks. I don't get a figure.
Ovak don't appreciate Grug art.
I'm the only one that appreciates it.
So, welcome back from the dead. Now, how many more elixir of life potions do you have?
None.
0. That was the last one. Okay, so there you go. And there are no other apparent exits from this room.
Yeah, so the gems is the chest that I'm the most interested in.
Okay, yeah. So that last chest that Grug opened was full of gems to the top.
I'm gonna look around for another pendulum, another blade somewhere. Grug, can you slide this chest over to this side of the room?
Grug can.
Okay.
And he's going to go over and grab it and drag the chest over.
Piece of cake. Slides right over to Zerosi.
Yeah, so looking at the gems,
Okay.
just with... These ones are real, as far as I can tell?
Correct. And there doesn't appear to be any sort of trap on the surface. Touch the gems and another scythe falls.
Just from where you are.
Yeah, somehow the scythe moved with
Yeah, it just stays invisible with it.
Damn it!
So yeah, I guess that's what I want to put into my bag first.
Yeah, I think the gems, the tusks. Well, what all, you can carry.
Gems and tusks are most... I can carry a lot.
Ovak's confused as to why the poison chest was the only one that didn't move. So he's over investigating that one.
Okay. Are you going to voice that?
No.
Okay.
I didn't tell anyone. I'm just kind of...
Because that was also the one that was trapped.
Yeah, everyone's just moseying around, and I'm like, why can't this one move? I realize that it's the trapped one, but I'm like, is there some reason, is it bolted down that I can see, after he lifted the potions out or anything?
Okay, so upon inspecting that chest, yeah, you find that it is actually, there's a part of the middle of the bottom of this chest, a great portion of the middle of the bottom of this chest is it's connected down into the floor via a mechanism that connects to the lid. So when the lid opens, it triggers that mechanism, which then goes through a system of wires and pulleys to the ceiling to drop that scythe blade down.
That way you can't move the chest away from the scythe.
Hey, Zerosi, maybe next time you're checking a chest, maybe try moving it, and if it doesn't move, then it is probably trapped, even though you think it is not trapped.
Or Grug think, don't roll a 1.
Or find the trap.
All right, let's collect the ivory tusks, the gems, and move along.
So, in this room, we've taken 11 ivory tusks. We poured a chest full of gems into my bag of holding, roughly about 1,000. And Grug developed some very nice art with the remaining copper ingots and copper pieces and silver into a nice little mural of him and I. And so now we're going to go ahead and go back to where that secret door was.
So you guys go back into the room with the secret hallway door that you've opened up. And there are 4 levers on the wall. Right as you open the door, you see that there are 4 levers on the wall. And the hallway continues about 30 feet down opposite the lever wall. And it just ends, dead end.
Grug say, so Zerosi, what you think? Grug 2.
Well, I say we go check the far end of this hallway.
Grug really wants to flip a lever.
I feel like, Grug, you should try the first lever.
Grug say okay, and he's going to pull the lever without hesitation.
Okay, so you pull lever number
1.
Just pull the one on the leftmost lever as you're looking at it. Okay. You hear a clank, 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 clank noise as if a gate is raising or something.
Ovak's gonna poke his head out and see if the gate that closed behind us when we entered opened?
No, it did not.
I don't know what that did. I'm gonna look to my left, down towards where the Manticores.
Okay, you'd have to kind of go over there because you're coming out of the same wall, so you have to kind of go over and look down that little hallway. Okay, you actually see that it was the clank, clank, clank of not a gate lower or raising, but of one lowering slowly, and it is at the entrance of that 20-foot hall, right by this room.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So that was
A slowly lowered gate came down. Clank, 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 clank.
from the ceiling.
From the ceiling to the floor at the beginning of that 20-foot hall.
So I'm gonna go back to Grug.
Okay.
Do you mind flipping the next one, or?
Rug, not mind. Immediately flip it.
The second lever?
Yep.
Okay. And this time, another noise, clank, 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 but very fast, and it ends in a crash. Like a gate lowered fast and hit the ground hard.
Okay. I feel like someone set us up on a trip, and all of this noise that we're making is just alerting them that we survived the Manticores, or they probably saw that we murdered the Manticore.
Grug agree. That would be smart.
I feel like we should check out the end of this hallway.
I got my trusty hammer laid it up. I will lead with you.
Grug, follow.
Okay, so we're going to go Zerosi and Ovak kind of going down the hall with Ovak holding the light. Zerosi's checking for traps right there, and Grug's going to be behind.
Yep. And then as Grug walks off at the very end, he's going to hit both levers as he walks off.
He just can't.
damn
It's
it.
like
Can't resist.
it's like the don't push button, and
Yeah.
Grug's simple mind is like, okay,
But-
when the parents are there, but
Yeah,
the
he-
parents turn their back and he hits the button.
Yeah, he know that immediately that they'll get real upset. So he's going to flip both levers.
Okay, so as everybody's walking off, and you think they're not going to even know.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, Grug pulls the levers, and you hear sort of a clank, clank, clank again of a gate, which you guys immediately realize.
I turn
Grug
and
just pulled
look
it.
in horror at Grug.
Immediately, Grug trip and fell. Grug didn't know. Just the most BS story to try and stay out of trouble.
Did you? Did you really?
Grug swear. Grug no lie.
Grug,
You have a
Grug, look me in the eye and tell me the truth.
You have a really strong 6-year-old. That's what you guys are traveling with.
So yeah, so you hear the clink, clank, 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 clank again, and kind of slow, no crash or anything at the end of it, and no noise off of that fourth lever.
Was the sound back the direction of the
Yeah,
where we were?
in the room. Yeah, back.
Okay, so since we're at the end of the hall, what do we see? Just
It's a dead end. You do see that there are little peepholes again, so probably indicating that this also is a secret door leading into another room, which is lit. So you can actually see through the peepholes, because that's what they're there for. Through the peepholes at the end of the hall. It's a huge room. We're talking 70-foot by 70-foot square room. There are several passages, at least 2 or 3 passages and 3 or 4 doors, and yeah, this looks like some sort of main landing area. Obviously, the door that you came down to find this basement, when you guys found the secret door behind the Manticore hide and the logs with the scroll that wasn't really log, and you came down, that you found a secret door that led to stairs down, okay, into a little like secret area kind of thing. Looking through the peepholes that you're looking through now into this huge 70-foot by 70-foot room that's well lit with lots of doors and lots of passageways, it's probably more of like the not secret area. That's what you're thinking.
I think we should go investigate those sounds from the other 2 levers. They've been pulled anyways, so
and then maybe the fourth lever opened up another secret door, or maybe it just controlled the secret door that we had opened. Because yeah, I honestly think that the fourth lever, since we opened the secret door, pulling it open, since it was already open, didn't do anything, didn't make a sound. But then if you like close it,
That's what
it would
opens
close it and then open it again.
That's what I'm thinking the fourth lever is. And then probably the third lever is the gate that shut behind us.
Right, to get in. Yeah.
Okay, so we go investigate. Not spending too much time, but just kind of...
Okay, so you go back into the big room where you fought the manticores, and you see that the 20-foot hallway in the southern part of the room, those bars that you saw fall, that you went and investigated, they're still down. But the bars that closed behind you when you first came in, after you went down the stairs and turned, those are gone. Those have been raised up. Those bars are not there.
Okay.
So that's probably what one of the levers.
Yeah, that's
That
probably
was
the third
one.
lever.
Yep.
And then do we want to close the fourth lever to see if it causes the door to close?
Grog say okay, flips the fourth lever.
So you get, ha-ha! And you flip the fourth lever. Nothing happens. No noise, no nothing.
Grog think it's broken, flips it again.
Okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna go down, up, down.
So 6 in total.
6 total, yeah.
Okay.
Grog not sure. Must be broken.
I feel like you're right, Grog. I have no reason. Nothing's happening with it. It must have gotten disabled somehow.
Grog think maybe someone peeping through holes on us.
Maybe they're perverts.
I feel like it's possible that this lever could have just been affecting something far enough back the way we came that we just don't hear it. We should probably go back and check.
I like what your elf brain is telling you.
Wow, that's deep. Grug have a plan. So Rosie goes scout the hall. Grug stay here and flip lever. Look for lights on and off.
Wait.
I
So,
feel like
the
I'm gonna flip the lever immediately.
Is the lever...
I'm gonna slap his hand off of the lever. Do not touch it again.
Is the lever currently in the same position we originally found it
No.
in, or the other?
Other.
Okay, right now, the lever is where it needs to be able to see if anything has changed. How about instead, we all go and investigate to see if it was something?
Grug's eye begins twitching. Grug follows Erosi. His eye's still twitching a bunch.
He's
There could be-
addicted to the lever.
There could be more art supplies.
Grug like art.
Ovek sees the little eye twitch and he gets behind Grug and just starts pushing him. You be in the middle. I do not trust you.
Grug say okay.
All right, so you go back to the hallway you had originally come down the stairs and went into the hallway that kind of turned and then found the big room. So you do get to roll a d20, everybody. And you want low?
11.
5.
15.
Okay, so Zerosi, you actually notice that, like everybody else, everybody's looking, but Zerosi, with your keen elven eyes and your thief sensitivities and stuff, you notice that the dust or rocks or crumbs, just the crumblies, just the debris, which there's not a whole lot of, but just there's a little bit. You notice it seems a little out of place at the corner of the hallway, because you had come down the stairs, went down a hallway, and then it turned and went a little further before it opened up into that big room. Okay, where that hallway turned, that's kind of where you're noticing that on the floor, it looks like the debris has been recently disturbed.
Okay, I'm gonna inspect the corner a little better and see what I can find.
Okay. Expecting there to be something to find, you kind of get modified rolls here. And you do notice that there is a secret door, much more complicated and much more well hidden in the corner. However, you do not know how to open it.
Okay. And we said that the lever was in
It's a different position than when we found
was
it.
in a different position.
Grug flip lever. He's going to start running back. Turn around to run back, but
Just
Ovak's
immediately-
just standing right there. And he's going to say,
I kind of agree that you should flip it.
Grug say okay. No, I don't know. What do you want to...
I feel like that's what the lever is. Is it?
But it's in a different position than the way we found it. So if we walked by it and it was up, and that was closed, then we pull the lever.
But somebody was in there. this whole time they were watching us, and as soon as we came in, they closed the gate behind us and opened up the gate, the Manticore gate, so they could have switched it differently to allow backup or reinforcements to bypass the Manticore into the normal area. Like, that's what I'm thinking, is that someone was watching us the whole time. It wouldn't hurt to try it.
Listen, this is Zerosi's call. I don't care.
The party's fate is in Zerosi's hands.
Okay, I mean, I have observed no reason why pulling the lever is bad.
So Grug is going to go flip the fourth lever.
Okay, so where are Ovak and Zerosi?
I was still in... imagine I would still be inspecting the corner. Well, actually, once I noticed
Well, you hear he's going to go flip the lever.
Yeah, I'm going to actually back up like towards the Manticore room away from the corner.
So you're a good 15, 20 feet back from the door looking at it.
Okay, and as Grug pushes past me, I'm going to tell Zerosi, I feel like you should go to the bottom of the stairs. Just trust me. As I yell at Zerosi, I'm going to start chasing after Grug to make sure that he doesn't get into any more trouble.
lever happy Grug?
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm going to back away from the corner towards the Manticore room.
Okay, so not toward the bottom of the stairs, but toward the Manticore room. Kind of following them, but not all the way following them, just following them to the end of the hallway.
I'm just not even going to say anything, but I'm also not doing what you said.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
Grug flips the switch.
Okay, so Grug flips the switch, and Zerosi, you're looking at the corner, expecting something to happen. And sure enough, very quickly and very quietly, as if well designed, the whole corner shifts, kind of rotates, and replaces it with another corner. So imagine, basically, the corner itself is the focal point of a rotating system of walls. There's 4 walls jutting out from it. Okay? And so the right angle of the corner rotates so that, the wall that is on the corner goes into just goes away, and it rotates around so that you have... It's been replaced with a new corner, kind of. So, yeah, like basically what it is, it's like a revolving door, where if you're standing in the corner and the walls do the thing that they do when that lever's pulled.
The mechanism spins.
The mechanism spins, yeah, the revolving door, but instead of doors, it's just walls, turns so that it puts you kind of into the wall. It turns with you, and you're in the revolving door, so you go through... And where you were is now replaced with the next section of the revolving doors.
So it essentially
that are made of walls.
Essentially, it pulls you through, but leaves that corner intact.
Looking
Correct.
The same.
Looking the same. Correct.
Did you happen to see how quickly that was?
Very quickly.
So you see the revolving door mechanisms, and it looks like it's just replacing the corner with a new corner kind of thing as the revolving door gap moves and revolves.
Grug, because he's a good 70 feet ahead or so of Ovak, is going to flip the switch again, and then he's going to flip it again in the same round, and then flip it again, and then he's going to...
I'm just watching the door.
In between, he's going to yell down the hallway back, be like, Grug, say, Zerosi, see anything yet? And then he's going to click it again.
Yeah, also, if we were worried about noise, there was a lot of noise.
And then he's going to click it again.
And Ovak has just stopped. He doesn't even care
You kind of are running up. Yeah, Ovak's running up to Grug, and he sees Grug just going, how about now? How about now? How about now?
I hear it as I'm coming to him, and I'm like, I just stop, and I'm just waiting for Zerosi to answer. Like, I'm not even trying to stop Grug anymore.
It just keeps rotating, and it just keeps rotating and looking the same.
So I'm gonna call out for them to stop and run back to where the levers were.
Okay, so yeah, you're like, and you come back, and you actually see Ovak. He didn't quite make it all the way to where Grug is and the levers. He's, about 20 feet short. He's just kind of looking with a sort of a resigned stance and look on his face as he's looking at Grug flipping levers. How about now? How about now? How about now?
And Grug turns around with one of the biggest smiles you've ever seen on a barbarian's face. Just loves it.
So this just spins a set of doors that currently I don't see how all of us would be able to go through and pull the lever at the same time. But there's a secret door at the end of this hallway, and we could continue exploring that way for now.
With the lever hallway, yeah.
Yeah, at the end of the lever hallway.
I
but
feel
where
like
the
that would be
peepholes
the
are.
best way to go about it. Because if we can't all go through, then, I mean, you do not have any healing or life elixirs left, do you?
No.
And I do not want to see my friend die.
Grug follows Zerosi and Ovak.
Okay. So then, yeah, I'll just follow Zerosi.
So, gonna go to the end of that hall with the levers to go to where those other set of
The
people
other set
are.
of peepholes at the other end of the hall. Okay. As you get to the peepholes at the other end, it looks out onto that huge big room, 70 foot by 70 foot room, several doors, several passageways leading out of it. You hear everybody hears an angry voice speaking in a very gruff, sounds like Klingon almost. And there are enough peepholes for everybody to look through, by the way, in case you were wondering.
Even dwarf size?
Well, you're going to have to stand on a box or something.
Okay, I was going to say, I can't stand on Grug while he looks through.
Grug pick Ovak up.
Kind of hold him up with two arms as you're looking through a peephole. All right, so you guys are looking through, and you see there must be a set of stairs or something that come down from above that enter the room right beside the wall that you're looking out of from the peepholes, because kind of coming out of into your view from right beside you, you see a very, very large bugbear. They basically look like a hairy, ogre-y kind of thing, but not as big and mean as an ogre, but still pretty big, probably 8 foot tall, real hairy and muscly. So this bugbear is like yelling at and pushing these 3 orcs. And the orcs are unarmed, unarmored, and very frightened looking, and they look kind of like they've been beat up. And he's kind of pushing them, yelling, and he pushes them across the room over to, from your peepholes looking at the opposite wall, you see that there is a couple doors and a hallway. And this bugbear pushes and yells at these orcs, and they go through a door, and the bugbear goes through with them, and they closes it behind him.
So Ovak turns to Grug and, I feel like we should kill the bugbear.
Grug confused. Why bugbear and orc fight?
Well, we could get information from the orcs after we kill the bugbear.
Who knows? They are savage beings.
I do speak Orcish.
Grug wonder we go in or we wait here.
Let's go in.
Grug say okay and opens the door.
All right, so you push the secret door open. It's a little sticky. It's stuck, but you get it open. But this end of the hallway secret door obviously hasn't been opened in a long, long time.
Good. I was worried about a different sticky. Carry on.
But it does open up, and you enter into the 70 foot by 70 foot room. Okay, sure enough, right on the same wall that you're opening the door and coming into the room, on the same wall, right beside that secret door you just opened, is a stairway leading up back to the main level, and you could actually hear the sound of the party. It's pretty faint, but you can actually hear it coming from up at the top of the stairs. And then this room has 3 other exit hallways. One in the north wall, one in the east wall, and then a big 20-foot wide one in the south wall. This room also, besides the stairs, this room also has 3 other doors in it. 2 in the east wall on either side of the hallway, and 1 in the south wall. So basically, there's 3 other hallway exits, 3 other door exits, and a stairway leading up in this room. Okay, so you guys kind of come into the room. That's what you see. You're looking at the door that the bugbear led the orcs through. Obviously, the orcs were prisoners or slaves or something. And from one of the other doors bursts open, and you see a hill giant with a big 2-headed axe, double-headed axe, come through the door, and he is one of the big. He's got like an eye patch with a scar kind of over his eye, and the eye patch covering that eye. And he's big and got that big axe. And there are 2 huge, like, silverback gorillas with him. And they are like bouncing angry. And he immediately gestures at you as if he knew you were there or knew you were coming out, or for whatever reason. He had some sort of knowledge.
Not from the levers. He didn't know.
Nothing from the levers, I'm sure. But yeah, you guys see, you look at the door at the Bugbears, and that door suddenly bursts open, and he kind of comes busting into the room with those 2 big ape gorilla things with him. And yeah, we're going to find out what happens next week.
Fight time.
Man, happy Halloween.
Grug feels about
A quarter?
Don't do the percent. Just give me a number out of a number.
about a quarter down. He thinks. He doesn't know. I'm at 91 of 133.
There you go.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah, no, I don't need it, but I wouldn't mind it.
That's 42 hit points.
Yeah,
That's almost a third.
that's what I said.
A quarter is a fourth.
Is it though? Is it?
But unless it's 1/4 out of 3/4.
Correct. Then it's a third.
If you have only got 75 cents and it's a quarter, that's 1/4 of the 3/4 that you have. I see. So you meant like a quarter, not
Right.
not like a quarter, like 25%.
See, you're clearly confused here,
Man,
Brad.
I didn't use Grug logic.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's true.
I'm confused now.
Nagi did.
No, this is going to be him trying to move the chest, smashes the chest, and all the bottles break.
And then Grug feel really healthy and invisible.
All right, so what
Turns into a tiger.
what percentage roll did you roll?
I rolled a 91.
Well, so now, just hear me out then.
'Kay.
If that was a heal spell, making me just feel amazing.
Taking you all the way from 0 to
And
50 hit points.
So essentially, that, as far as I'm concerned, was just an amazing rest.
And you get all your spells back. That is true. He did
It's-
sleep. Technically.
I'm a,
The eternal sleep.
The eternal sleep. That's like the best sleep I've ever gotten.
I mean, it's pretty good sleep.
all your spells are gone.
Damn it.
I'm kidding. You're exactly where you left off. That we'll meet in the middle.
So they're all gone.
Oh, almost. How many you got left?
7.
All right, Zerosi, roll a percentage.
See if we break the other thing that's in there. 9.
Or is that 90?
I didn't declare it before. I knew which one in my head was which, but I didn't even notice. How about 9?
Oh my God! All right, so yeah, everything's in there. All the gems pour in there.
It probably raised that blade back up.
I mean, you could go check it out.
Are we not going to just go together?
Just scared to leave.
Since when do I ever travel alone?
It's so rare now.